Hello boys and girls, my name is White Rhino PSO, and if you've read the title or description of the previous video in this series, then you would know that I found a way to fix the problem I was having, and so today I am playing more Daggerfall. Before I get back into it though, I want to explain my theory as to why I was having that problem in the first place. From what the Wiki tells me, when you become a vampire, your character technically dies. This means that any guilds you have previously joined have now kicked you out and you have to rejoin them if you can. And any reputation you've gained or lost with anybody gets reset back to 0. So my best guess is that because of that, any reputation I had gained with Medora or with any of the factions that she's a part of was reset back to 0. And so she no longer considered me worth talking to, even though I was on a quest for her, a quest that she herself had given me. Now, the way I had fixed this was by loading a saved game from a point after I had unknowingly contracted vampirism, but before I had actually become a vampire. From there, I just cast a cure disease on myself, and was able to safely continue with what I was planning to do before vampirism had taken me. And that plan involved going back to Daggerfall City and selling off all the shit I had collected from several dungeons I had gone into. And then I used a bunch of that money to do a little more training with... where is it at? Thaumaturgy. So... Oop. The sound is bugging out on me, it sounds like. So yes, I did a little training with Thaumaturgy because that is the skill that governs stuff like Spell Shield. So now it takes even less magic points for me to use Spell Shield. I actually also had enough money on me that I made a couple of new spells. Magic Shield and Magic Mirror, which Magic Shield is spell resistance and Magic Mirror is spell reflection. And I was actually able to make each of these spells in a somewhat smarter way. For instance, a spell reflection, the duration is 1 and the chance is 1 to 8. No, the chance is 1, but then 8 per level. And I was able to figure out that because I'm already level 13, that means that once you get 13 levels worth of 8, then you've got 100% spell reflection. So the idea is any spells that are cast against me get reflected back to whoever cast them on me. Hopefully this will let me deal with the liches and the ancient vampires and the ancient liches, the things that were messing me up even though I was using stuff like Spell Shield. And oddly enough, Magic Mirror and Magic Shield, which is the same thing, but it's the same thing as Spell Shield, just more powerful, so like it's 100 magnitude or 100 chance. Hopefully they will let me deal with those guys a lot easier. But anyway, after that, I made it all the way back into here and saved my game and then talked to Medora, and it actually worked. So I'm going to double save right here, and so here we go. This is indeed the dust of restful death. As for that letter, it was from Gortwog to me, though I never got it. I heard from him later that his orc warriors were slain attempting to ambush the assassins. Gortwog and his orcs are not the villains most people seem them as. Idwir and the court of Wayrest have never been particularly loyal to the Empire. To assassinate a king is treason. I will have my revenge, but first I must find out why Idwir would risk this. I need a month to prepare the dust. Come back to me at that time and I will give it to you, along with instructions for its use. So it looks like it is a good thing I did not delete the text file with my terrible directions on how to get back here. Alright, and now I am back to the entrance. Do I have anything to throw into my wagon? Oh yeah. I believe on my fight back to Medora, which I did all off camera, I ended up picking up this magic ring and shirt, though I don't know what they do yet. Oh yeah, I can drop all the ingredients and stuff I got. I didn't pick up a whole lot while I was gone. I might as well go back to Daggerfall City. I think part of why in the past, why I had enough time to become a vampire by the time I got there, was because I think I still had it set to going by foot. So even though the Dureni Tower was on an island, I ended up like swimming my way all the way back here. Somehow I have 12,600 gold on me again. Okay. And now we have to reload the city again. Snow. Huh. It is Sun's Dawn, which I honestly do not know. The Bethesda made their own set of what do you call it? Like a whole new calendar. Jesus Christ. Mages Guild is straight west. But yeah, so Bethesda made their own calendar, and that was weird. For a while, to begin with, I had like a copy of that calendar open, just so in case the game was like, oh, you have 30 days to do this, I would be able to keep better track of how long I actually had for the rest of that quest. So right now I'm just heading straight for the Mages Guild because I want to see what this ring and shirt do. Hopefully it'll be some sort of unlocking spell, because I really like this shield's effect, and I'd rather not lose it, because I don't know if I'm going to need any magical unlocking skills later on. Oh, and now take a right, and here we are. Where's the... Is it you? Identify, yes. There it is. You and you. 216, sounds good. What do we got? Short Shirt of the Orc Lord. Cast when held Orc Strength. And a Ring of Friendship. Cast when held Charisma. Neither of those are really going to help me a whole lot. Though I suppose there's no reason not to put on the Orc Strength, because that'll boost my strength, which... weapon damage, encumbrance, and strength-related skills. +2 modifier for weapon damage, and then 105 kilograms. What else can I do for a little bit of time? Pawnbrokers. I could do a little shopping, I guess. So even though I've had all kinds of issues with, like, I might as well check the Hawk shop while I'm here. Even though I've had issues so far as different spellcasters go, and quests being somewhat broken at times, I still really enjoy this game. He'll give me a... That's a fair bit of gold. Oh, wait, what's that? Ice Storm? Oh yeah, I had grabbed a few more things to sell off just because they were there, you know? I don't really think I'm gonna need that, but I might as well keep it. Do you got anything good on the shelves? Nah, this is a pawnbroker's. It's only gonna have stuff like books and random junk. Another pawnbroker. Maybe armor off to the right here. Or to the east, rather. But yeah, so even though I've had all these issues with quests and like very rare occasional crashes and magic users being really annoying. Info. That's the Dirty Goat. It is still a game that I am enjoying quite a bit, and I'm actually a little excited for when this series ends, just so I can start playing it like for myself as opposed to having to wait and play it for the channel. Because if I was playing it for myself, then every one of these random dungeons that I've been finding maps to are ones I would be visiting. And incense and soft music, eh? What's that? Iron. A Daedric weapon, can't do anything with that. That's probably chain, yeah. I think there are certain pieces of armor that you just can't find in certain material types. You know what? How much gold do I have on me now? 21,000. I'm going to... That's west, that's east. I'm going to run off to the Bank of Daggerfall and dump all... well, dump most of my gold into it, just so I have more room to carry stuff. And then I think I'm just going to head back to Durrani Tower, because she... Oh, wait, what's this place? Wait, what the hell was that down at the bottom? It's like a rock with a piece of amber. Okay. Oh, this is a jewelry store. I've been hoping I'd find something magical in here, but it looks like it's just normal jewelry. The Odd Bijouterie. Okay. Wait, where the hell's... Oh, north. That's south, that's north. But yeah, so, does it say? Medora has told me it would take her a month to prepare the dust. When this time has passed, I should visit her again. It took me 22 days to get back to Daggerfall, so I'm thinking... Oh, damn it. It's too late in the day, I believe. Yeah, 1500. But I mean, it's 87 out of 105. That ain't too bad. Durrani Tower. But yeah, so it took 22 days to get to Daggerfall. I have a feeling... Oh, maybe it just doesn't straight tell me. It just expects me to come back after a month. But yeah, 44 days is definitely a month worth. Oh, god damn it. I just realized. Having some trouble there, skeleton? Alright, back to the door. Cast me some recall. And now I gotta go back into my file here so I can get the directions. Oh, this ought to be fun. I mean, it was exceedingly fun the last few times, you know. So down bottom of the stairs. Alright, the two of them are dead. I'll take that, and your money. That, and your money. Why are so many of these ladies carrying loincloths? I gotta tell you though, that's a pretty neat effect, having going into a room and having it teleport you to an exact duplicate of that same room. I'm going to cast a Cure Disease on myself just in case, because I think I got hit with whatever kind of spell that lady was shooting. Alright. Ghost is dead. Go to the bottom of the massive room with the twin spiral staircases. Head through the door, identical room somewhere in the dungeon. Leave this torture room heading west and go through a door at the end of the hallway. Turn west, enter the room, and leave the room through the only other door. To the north, at the T intersection, turn east. Ooh. Magic flail and a book. And blood and a heart. And I'm already encumbered. That's fantastic. T intersection, turn east along the north wall. Before it turns south will be a door to another room. Enter it. Exit through the only exit. Can't carry anymore. I don't know why I'm picking stuff up anyway. Through the only other exit, heading east. From this curving hallway, head downward. That sound is the ancient vampire. Alright, I think I'm safe for the moment. Leave this room through its only thing. At the T intersection, turn south. Which would be this way. Turn south, continue straight through the door at the end of the hallway. Alright. I swear to God, man, those friggin' broken torch sounds. Zigzagging hallway. South into another room. I seem to remember that there was enemies in here, but sure. Leave this room through a door in the northeast corner. And here's the diagonal hallway that I had trouble finding in the past. Diagonal hallway southeast. After leaving this hallway to the south, take the first turn west, which would be up here. Head upstairs all the way till it ends in a T. Alright. Enemies nearby, so I can't rest. Which means I'm not going to bother trying to heal or cure disease, because, ow. Wait a minute, I got the healing emerald. Man, I can't carry anything, huh? T intersection, turn south. That's a ghost. Alright. T intersection, turn south, follow this path straight, move through a door at the end. Hello, ghost. You are now in maze-like corridors above a pyramid chamber. Follow this hallway and take your first turn west. Can I friggin' rest yet? Jesus. Oh, that's a ghost. Turn south. Zigzagging. Where the corridor... Wait. Maze-like corridors. Follow this hallway. Take your first turn west. This will eventually terminate in another T intersection. Turn south. When the corridor turns east, which would be to the left here, there will be a door in the west wall. Take the west. Close that for safety. Alright, now I remember where I am pretty well. Alright, can I sleep yet? No. Alright, I'm going to save for safety. And I remember that it is over here. Normally there... Oh, there she is. I was going to say, the last few times I've been through these corridors, there's been a vampire lady. Now I can rest. Okay, so cure that disease. Give me some healing. Backstabbing and stealth. I'm not sure why my backstabbing would go up. And down here, I have to... Down here, I have to pull that switch and that switch, and then down here. And through here now should be safe, even though there are ancient vampires all around. But I am going to cast Magic Mirror, because I know that there are... There's a couple wraiths, but there is also this guy, which, okay, Okay, so I guess he can still hit me with, like, actual slaps to the face. Alright, give me another heal. Close that. Rest until fully healed. What do you mean there's enemies nearby? Oh! Are you kidding me? Is this the one? Jesus fucking Christ. I don't think this is the one. No, this is not the one. So now I get to go down here, flip switches, and kill ghosts all over again. Alright, you're dead. Switch. Switch. I feel like I'm super lucky that none of the ancient vampires past those walls have ever decided to clip through the walls, which at this point is something I honestly feel like this game would have no problem with doing to me. Magic mirror. Alright, so I feel as if... Can I cure disease as well? Spell effect failed. I should have saved before I started sleeping. I still seem healthy, and my portrait is not horrible looking, so let's give it another save. The powder is ready. All you need to do is sprinkle it on his true corpse. I must warn you, it will not put his shade to rest, but will soothe it sufficiently to allow you a chance to speak with him. The final exorcism is for Lysandus to choose. I do not know where he was buried. I do know that it was not on the fields of Cringane where they erected that monument to him. If you do speak to him, could you tell him I still love him? Death will not be a barrier to us for long. Yes, ma'am. And get me out of this dungeon one last time. Well, I'll keep that on me because I know I gotta... What do you call it? I have to... I know I'm going to have to, identify. That's the word. No, I meant no, I do not want to stay in my wagon. Thank you, Fingers, for giving me issues. So I'm fairly sure... I mean, if the ghost is hanging around Daggerfall City, I have a feeling that he might be below Daggerfall Castle. Plus, I mean, that kind of makes sense to me as to where his, the princess would actually have wanted him. Not the princess, the queen, the previous queen. Still healthy. Still not a vampire, so that's good. Where the hell am I? I'm not used to coming in the south, or the north entrance. Alright, down there is all of the shops. You know what? It's the 29... I'm almost at the 30-minute mark anyway, so I think what I'm going to do is end the video here and do a little bit of... I guess I don't really need to do any selling, but I can go around and... What time is it? 11:26? That's enough time. I can drop off all my ridiculous amount of gold and find out what's up with that Morning Star or flail that I picked up. And then I'll be able to come back and... we might bust into Daggerfall Castle once again. Oh, and I just wanted to show off the fact that I have 210 or 270,000 gold in my account. And this is just 290,000, yeah. And this is just from like normal dungeony stuff. I only did a couple random dungeons. I haven't really bought anything other than training and maybe some armor. But still, that is quite a lot of money. But anyway, so as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.